Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today I'm looking at Avatar: The Last Airbender, Book 3, Chapter 4, Sokka's Master. And I have to say, it's a pretty great episode. Pretty much, it's mostly about Sokka, and it's a pretty good one. So, to his credit, what they give him here is pretty damn impressive. So, he feels left out. Again, him being the only one who doesn't bend. And he feels like he wants to add more to the team. So he goes to find somebody who can help him. And it's a pretty great setup. And I like that Sokka instantly goes to the guy and pretty much tells him isn't not all enthusiastic. He just cuts straight to the point, and surprisingly, this master, who I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to butcher it, so I'm just gonna call him the mentor. So the mentor is a pretty interesting character. I mean, he seems pretty mysterious, but is willing to take on Sokka despite just meeting him. Like, he could tell something is up. That, something mysterious about Sokka is what gets him to train Sokka in the ways of the sword. And it's a pretty fun montage. And I like that it doesn't go for 100% seriousness. It has a bit of fun. And it's really good fun. I mean, Sokka goes to his creativity. He fights in his own way while also learning from the mentor how to use his surroundings to his advantage, how use the terrain, how he's able to get on par with his opponent. That stuff is pretty fantastic. And I like at the end, Sokka just instantly just admits that all the stuff that he lied about, and what leads to a pretty cool non-bendy but still action oriented sword fight. And honestly, it's a pretty intense sword fight. Sokka using all he just learned in the pretty strand of 24 hours, and use it as to advantage. And unfortunately, he loses the fight, but the mentor pretty much respects him as an individual. Hell, he even outright admits that he knew that Sokka was lying from the start, but doesn't outright banish or punish him for it. And I love that he helped Sokka build his own sword, which, by the way, was from a meteorite that was in the opening. I'll get to that in a bit. And pretty much tells him that he needs to train the rest on his own, but gives him the outright respect to anyone who needed that. Sokka has been pretty down with himself for the remainder of the episode, but training with the mentor gave him more confidence and a building of his self-esteem that I absolutely love. I mean, it gives him the motivation to keep going, and even though he can't bend, he can still fight. Hell, even Team Avatar acknowledges that without Sokka, they're pretty lost. They can't read the map, and they're not funny. They know Sokka is the comedic guy, and they all know it. And I love the little sprinkles of realism and outright respected and really good friends that they are for Sokka. Even Katara has a beautiful, sweet relationship with Sokka. Honestly, this is Sokka and Katara at their strongest as being brother and sister. I instantly buy that these two are related. I'm not saying that is a bad thing, it's just they fight like siblings, they squabble like siblings, all that stuff. But them being just really nice to each other and respecting each other as human beings goes to show they've grown as characters, and this episode goes for that. Oh, and remember about how Sokka builds his sword? Yeah, it was from the opening of the episode where Team Avatar saves a village. I like that Sokka builds his sword from the opening scene. It's a nice way to tie from the opening scene all the way straight to the episode. It's a pretty solid touch, and I truly appreciate that. Honestly, it shows Sokka is most creative, and it's a nice little callback. So overall, I think the main plot surrounding Sokka as the main character for this episode is pretty freaking fantastic. But the subplot with Iroh, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's gonna build up to anything. I mean, I might regret saying this, but when I get to the season later on down this month, but I don't know. The way it ends kind of feels like a waste. Kind of feels like it's interrupting what the investment I am for Sokka. Iroh's bit, while not bad, could have been, I don't know, cut, or, I don't know, built to a cliffhanger where he suddenly breaks out of the Fire Nation. That could have been a cool cliffhanger, but what we get is just him being buff as he trains, pretends, eats. That's it. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below if you get what the subplot is trying to do. Let me know down in the comments below. So that's my review. So that's my review of Sokka's Master. A great character telling story for Sokka, but a muddling subplot for Iroh. Later today, I'll be doing a review on what many consider one of the worst Disney live-action remakes ever. God help me. So, wish me luck on that. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.